Hello and welcome to Clearview News Desk. We are reaching you live from Nigeria's capital city, Abuja. I am Gloria Atta with these and more. Welcome. Today is Armed Forces Remembrance Day, an annual event marked on January 15 to commemorate the nation's departed compatriots as well as honor the country's living veterans. Earlier today, President Bola Tinubu performed the laying ceremony with other dignitaries to mark the 2024 Armed Forces Remembrance Day celebration in Abuja. Clearview presents this report to showcase the history and significance of the day to Nigeria.
Every year in Nigeria, January 15 is marked as a special day known as Armed Forces Remembrance Day or simply Armed Forces Day. The day is a public holiday observed to commemorate the servicemen of the Nigerian Armed Forces. It also honors veterans of the World War I and II as well as the Nigerian Civil War. Being a former British colony, Remembrance Day was formally celebrated on 11th November as Poppy Day in honor of the end of the First World War. However, it was moved to the 15th of January following the Nigerian government's victory against Biafran troops on 15th January 1917. The day the instrument of surrender was handed over to Olusegun Obasanjo by Philip Effiong of the Biafran Army, marked the end of the Nigerian Civil War, which aimed to divide the unity of Nigeria. Each year, events are held at the federal, state and local levels to mark the occasion. A solemn gathering takes place at the cenotaph of the unknown soldier, where security chiefs, political leaders, members of the Nigerian Legion and other stakeholders come together to pay tribute to brave war veterans who made the ultimate sacrifice on the battlefield. Military parades often involve the participation of a guard of honor from the Nigerian Army, Nigerian Navy and Nigerian Air Force. The peak of all events held is the wreath-laying ceremony done by the President of Nigeria at the National Cenotaph in Abuja's Eagle Square. 36 federal cenotaphs in the states of the Federation are placed where special Armed Forces Remembrance Day ceremonies are also held. Special prominence is also given to the Nigerian Legion, a veterans association which organizes many events on this day alongside the government. To mark the 2024 Armed Forces Remembrance Day, President Bola Tinubu, alongside service chiefs and other dignitaries, performed the wreath-laying ceremony earlier today in Abuja. The program also witnessed other activities such as prayers, gun salutes and the releasing of pigeons at the National Arcade, Eagle Square, Abuja. Across the country, state governors and other dignitaries also performed several rites to mark the day.
And in politics, the new Nigeria People's Party, NNPP, has hailed the Supreme Court for its courage in upholding the principles of fairness and equity by affirming the election of Governor Abba Yusuf as Kano State Governor. The NNPP acting national chairman, Abba Ali, who stated this in Abuja at a news conference over the weekend, said Justice Inyang Okoro, speaking the mind of the Supreme Court, had advised justices and judges to always be meticulous in deciding matters of the law.
About 12 hours after the Supreme Court's judgment, the NNPP called a news briefing to speak on what it called the much-deserved victory. The party's acting national chairman, Abba Ali, used the occasion to appreciate the justice of the Supreme Court for their courage to uphold the principles of fairness as demonstrated in their judgment, and also commended former heads of state, former presidents, traditional rulers, religious leaders, international community, the media, and other stakeholders for their support and collective roles in what was termed Operation Safe Kano and Safe Democracy.
The struggle to save Kano was a multiple partisan movement involving all lovers of democracy across the length and breadth of our dear country, Nigeria, and beyond. We are happy that at the end of the whole exercise, NNPP has been vindicated by the ruling of the Supreme Court and the statement of the chairman of the five-man panel, Justice Inyang Okoro, JSC, who rightly observed that there was miscarriage of justice in the outcome of the matter involving our party and our governor, Engineer Abba Kabir Yusuf, at the tribunal and Court of Appeal level.
Ahead of 2027 general elections, Ali said NNPP is a party to beat as it settles down for development of Kano State after distractions from court. He assured Nigerians, particularly the people of Kano State, that NNPP will not take their show of solidarity for granted.
To assure you and assure Nigerians that NNPP is a party for the future. It's a party of 2027. So we always seek for your cooperation as usual to always be with us. Together we promote democracy. Together we strengthen the dignity of democracy and justice and fairness in Nigeria. We want to assure all Nigerians, and particularly the people of Kano State, that we will not take this show of solidarity for granted.
Ali therefore reiterated that NNPP will continue to defend, promote, and serve the interests of the people of Nigeria at all times, irrespective of tribe, gender, or religion. Imefonokun, reporting for Clever News.
Away from politics, the Joint Admission and Matriculations Board says persons living with disabilities who wish to sit for the 2024/2025 Unified Tertiary Matriculation Examination can register at no cost. The JAMB Registrar, Ishak Oloyede, disclosed this while rolling out the registration process for interested candidates across the country. While announcing that registration for the 2024 Matriculation Examination will commence this Monday, Oloyede said JAMB will issue free application documents to all categories of persons living with disability as a form of support. The registrar said the development was a digital adaptation of the traditional reading book, noting that it will come in popular audio formats such as MP3, WMV, and WMA, which will be compatible with all devices that can stream audio records. He said the suggestion for the provision of audiobooks was made at the first National Conference on Equal Opportunity of Access to Higher Education in Nigeria. Apart from the blind candidates, other groups to benefit from the free registration, according to the examination body, are people with Down syndrome, autism, dyslexia disorder, and attention deficit hyperactivity disorder. Oloyede, who disclosed that measures have been put in place to ensure a smooth exercise for all candidates, said audiobooks will now be provided for all blind candidates. And in entertainment, the management of the late singer Mohbad has debunked claims that the singer left a will behind. Recall that Mohbad's father had, in a recent interview, claimed that his son wrote a will before his death. However, reacting in a statement shared via the late singer's singer's Instagram page this Monday. His management described the claim as false and misleading. The statement partly read, "No members of Mohbad's management or his lawyer have communicated the existence of a will or any such thumb-printed document, as has recently been falsely reported to any member of the family or the public. We would like to state with certainty that if any such document did exist, it would have been duly registered with the probate registry. We therefore plead with everyone to refrain from sharing false and misleading statements like this." The management noted that all accounts owned and controlled by Imole during his lifetime were immediately put on a post-no debit order on the 12th of September 2023. This order remains valid till date. It added that the accounts will be properly handed over to the family upon resolution of the internal dispute. You can follow up on latest events and happenings around you via our social media platforms on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube at Clearview News Desk, or via our handle on X, formerly known as Twitter, at Clearview Online. Many thanks for joining us. I am Gloria Atta. Bye for now.